this a try at home. We started with 1 sheet, and I'm taking 1 stick of unsalted butter. I melted it in the microwave for a few seconds. And we're going to take our beautiful pastry brush and give this crescent dough a nice, thick, good, generous layer of butter. If you wanted to, you don't have to use melted butter. That's just what I'm choosing to use, but you could just use like room temperature softened butter as well. It's going to be delicious, all right? We'll leave that for later. Don't go nowhere. Next, we are going to use this. This is the no bake, but we're going to bake it anyway. But you could use this. It can go from tub to crust and into your refrigerator, and you will have a no bake cheesecake. How cool is that? What a time we live in, right? You'll put just a few dollops on it. I do like the Philadelphia no bake cheesecake filling. It is pretty delicious. But if you are at home, you could always just use a regular softened block of cream cheese. I was going to say a cheesecake, but I mean, you could use a whole cheesecake too if you wanted to. That would be straight up diabetes though. All right. We're going to just kind of smash this a little bit. Because we put that butter on there, it's all nice and slippery. Slippery. All right. Delicious, delicious. Next, we're going to make the filling. So we're going to start out with some strawberries. I've quartered them. Next, we are going to go with some blueberries. I'm going to use about half of what I have in there. And last but not least on the berry selection, some raspberries. It's summertime here in Vegas, well, summertime everywhere in America, and we are loving the berries. 1 zest from a lemon. This is going to give the berries, do I see a little stick? My blueberry has a stem. I gotta get that. Sorry, y'all. Couldn't let that just sit there. So the zest from the lemon is going to brighten up the flavors. It's going to bring out the berries. I mean, lemon zest does so much wonderful things. If you are not using it in your baking and in your cooking, you are doing your friends and family a disjustice, because lemon zest is awesome and it smells so great. Now, see how right here I'm getting just barely to the white? If you get, I have here, I'm going to show you. If you get to the bright white, like that, when it's like this, that means you have gone too far, and this part will be bitter. So you want to be mindful when you're using the lemon zest to not go too far. Just gently do it. All right. Get all that delicious lemon zest in there as well. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is already looking. Next, we're going to use some sweetened condensed milk. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. This is what I'm going to use to sweeten the berries with. It's also going to give it a nice creamy flavor once it's all baked together. Maybe like a half a can. Not the whole can. That will be too sweet. And when it bakes, it gives it like a caramel like type of flavor. Oh my gosh. I always say it wrong. What is it called? Dulce de leche? Y'all know what I'm talking about though. You see how nice and thick this got? So, all that sugar. But we are going to add a little bit of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon. And that's going to ensure that the berries, when they start to release their juices, 1.5. When they start to release their juices, um, this cornstarch is going to make a beautiful, beautiful, and mix in with the condensed milk. Oh, it's going to be so, it's like a sauce, but it's going to be inside the roll. I'm already, I ain't going to lie to you, my diabetes, I got diabetes, y'all. I'm type 1. And my sugar's already going up just thinking about it. But it's going to be worth the extra insulin shot. Sometimes, my fellow diabetic type 1s out there, even the type 2s, anyone who are diabetic knows that sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And eat the delicious food, right? All right, so we're going to add these berries to this cream, the cheesecake mixture. Look at that. So delicious. I'm super excited. All right. Now, this is the part that can get a little bit tricky. Make sure your hands are impeccably clean, just like mine are. In fact, I'm going to take my ring off for this one because I don't want no dough to get in my ring. We're going to roll it. We're going to gently just kind of fold that over. Don't worry if it looks too big, because all these berries are going to bust and melt in the oven. All right, so now we're going to take this and I'm going to lay it lengthways like that so that we can ensure that it gives it proper cooking space. I didn't think it was going to have enough cooking space the other way. Now remember that melted butter from before? We're going to take some of that. We're going to just brush this pastry all over the sides. Make sure you get the sides. Make sure when you readjust it that you put it seam side down so that your seam doesn't bust open. It's going to be so delicious. You could also use some egg wash, or if you have whole whipping cream, the heavy whipping cream, I wouldn't use this regular milk. It would have to be the whipping cream. That would also give the crust a beautiful golden brown. And last but not least, we're going to add some turbinado sugar, just a little bit. And just kind of give it a crust like that. You're going to pop it in your oven for 350 until golden brown and fully baked through. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Bum-ba-da-bum. Look how delicious. The turbinado sugar kind of caramelized. We did have a little bit of explosion of berries on the side, but hey, nobody is complaining about that. Look how delicious it looks. We are going to take some, I've melted this icing, like super melted it. See? It's like super melty. And then we're going to just kind of drizzle it like this all over. It's gonna, and when it gets back to its normal temperature and hardens up again, it's just going to be a thin coat of delicious icing on it. Just in case, you know, we need more sugar, because if you like me, you always think that there could always be just a tad more sugar. All right, and there we go, and there's that. Now, the best part of cooking is eating. So, let's try it out. We're going to cut in. I'm going to cut into one of these slices over here. Right there. Let's do. Oh, you see all that cream, the cheesecake filling, and the berries and the fresh berries already popping out. Oh, so delicious. All right. Let's get this on there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Super excited. Oh, it fell straight out the oven. It falls. Let me use this super thing. But you see all of this. Can you get the shot from in there? What does it look like in there? Delicious. All the berries, that cream cheese. And I told y'all I was going to make like a little sauce with that. Super excited to try this. But, I mean, and this would be great on its own. But, you know me. What did I say earlier? We can always use a little extra sugar. So we're going to go with some vanilla ice cream. Whoop, whoop. Just a little bit. Just to kind of accent it. We'll put it right over there on the side. And one more little thing on the side is I made a fresh berry compote. We'll just add a little bit right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm super excited about this, y'all. I really am. All right, you ready? Get a little bit of the ice cream to cool it down because you know it's going to be hot straight out the oven. A little bit of that compote. That came out really, really good. It's the croissant mixture the croissant dough, bread, whatever, has really held up. It's not like soggy. The cream cheese filling with the berries is so delicious. It's very buttery, not over the top sweet, and still as sweet as me. I hope you all enjoy when you try it.